Hello guys, welcome back to Sim Crypto. In today's content now we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin on a lower degree, and we're also going to take a look at BTC on a 3-day basis. All right, are we going to be able to push to the upside straight up to like a 70k, or are we going to be dropping lower before basically making the next leg, getting the next leg up to the upside, right? So now let's dive into the lower degree. All right, so BTC right now, as you can see, we're going to talk about it in terms of support. What we said, since like BTC was at 57, 59, we said we still could be dropping back down to the low like a 53 up to basically 55.5, right? We're going to talk about it on a 3-day basis and why 53.5 up to 55.5 is a strong support for the bulls, right? So as you can see right now, we're creating a flat correction. We've been anticipating also. We talked about it when BTC was right here. We said we could get the move right here, but it is not going to be a bearish setup. It is just going to be a double top, double bottom. And if the move is successful, we're going to be getting the next leg up to the upside, right? Because we said it right. We said once we start dropping, bear is going to be basically calling for lower numbers, right? Can we get those lower numbers? Yes, but since like market is pretty bullish, alt are breaking out, BTC is moving sideways, it only means like BTC is just consolidating, nothing bearish. Okay, as we said right here, when BTC was dropping, we said do not short BTC like a below 50k. Okay, average buy just about like a 50k before the next leg up to the upside. So we pumped nearly, guys, over 20% from the lows. Okay, right here we pumped like 25%. Okay, and people are still calling for bears are still calling for lower prices and all that good stuff, right? But right now the move we got right here, guys, if you notice well, back in back in March 2020, right here, that's the same move we got below the 3-day 21. All right, so you take a look at it on a daily basis. If you take a look at it on a daily basis, you can see the move we got right here, right there. Okay, that's the same exact move we're getting right now. Okay, that's the move I was anticipating like a few days back when I was saying like basically could drop back down to the low 53 before the next leg up. So something to keep in mind, we can still get the next leg up, right? And bear is going to be still calling for lower numbers, but I think like BTC is extremely bullish right now, and at any given time, right, on a 3-day basis, we could flip our MACD at any given time. We just need like a big move right now to get our MACD to cross bullish right here. As soon as we get the bullish crossover, it is going to be a done deal. Okay, bears most likely going to get wrecked properly all the way up to basically 70k and so on, right? So now let's take a look at BTC on a daily basis, right? When you take a look at BTC on a daily basis, bear is going to be saying like, oh, we back below the 21 EMA. Yes, we back below the 21 EMA, but if you notice well, guys, MACD, it is still pretty it is still bullish. Okay, MACD is still not crossing bearish. Yes, bears could force the price to drop lower down to 50k, but remember the entire range 50k to 60k, it is still a range of consolidation. Dropping down to 50k, it is not going to be bearish. If bears basically push the price down to like a low 50k, it is still going to be a good level to be accumulating right here before the next leg up to the upside, right? Something to keep in mind, last time we basically visited the negative histogram right here was like back in September. And what happened back in September was like bears been waiting for what? They've been waiting for price action to fill the gap, okay, right here. So you notice well back in September at the low 10k range, we were bullish. Okay, when price action dumped right here, most bears been saying, oh, we're going to be dropping down to 88, we're going to drop down to 87 and all that good stuff. What we did in our premium group was like we basically bought the dip right here. Okay, even some people have been waiting for like a 97 and so on. We never dropped below like a 98, because we did have a gap right here somewhere around like a 97 or something like that. So people have been waiting for the gap, and sucker basically rally to the upside. You take a look at the move we got, same exact move right here. We did not flip bearish. Okay, we did not flip bearish for the second time, right? So let's take a look at it again. Right here you can see like you could be anticipating, if you're bearish, you could be saying like, oh, MACD is likely to cross bearish, but it might not be the case. So something to keep in mind, we could just basically pump to the upside. And if that's the case, right, you could expect at least our MACD on a 2-day basis to flip bullish. So that's one of the things we should be paying attention to, instead of basically focusing too much on the downside. The other negative part of the daily time frame is like bears could be calling for a retest of the daily 100 EMA. That's why I'm saying like even if we drop down to the low 50k, right, we're still going to get a massive support. Okay, so 50k right now, it is going to be the new 30k. Okay, just like what happened back in 30k right here when BTC was just about like 30k. Bears been saying, hey, we're going to drop down to 28, 20, 24, 26 and all that good stuff. Basically suck a double bottom and basically pump to the upside, right? So that's all I wanted to cover for BTC. Just to summarize it, right, BTC, it is still extremely bullish, right? And we likely to see higher prices over the next like a few days and so on. One thing we just have to keep in mind is like we need our MACD on a 2-day basis to cross bullish. That's it. That's all we're going to be waiting for. We already got the signature move right here, the flat correction on a daily basis, or you know, you could even look at it on a lower degree, but we already got the signature move. If it is successful, we're going to be pumping to up to basically 70k. If we get, you know, a hard rejection, we're still gonna get a support at 50k. Okay, the takeaway is like market is still bullish. Okay, anything below right now 53, it is going to be a still all the way down to a 50k range, right? So now let's take a look at Litecoin. So Litecoin, what we said regarding Litecoin was like, if you take a look at Litecoin on take a look at Litecoin right here, right, as linky. Okay, so Litecoin, if you take a look at Litecoin, what we've been waiting for Litecoin bulls to do is like to break above the 330, right, up to basically 335 resistance. Right now we just about like a 335. Are we going to be able to stay above it? Absolutely. I think like bulls right now, they're in control. If you take a look at the Litecoin 2-day time frame, we already flipped bullish. Remember, BTC, we're waiting for the MACD to flip bullish. Litecoin 2-day time frame already flipped bullish. We got a low sell volume right here, like right there. Okay, we got a low sell volume, so price was just consolidating, followed by a big volume. So it seems like Litecoin could be starting a new bull trend. So one thing we just have to pay attention to is like we just have to pay attention to like a 360 to you know, just about like a $400 range. Why 360 to $400? If you take a look at it, we got previous rejection right there, rejection right there, rejection right there. So we're likely to get another rejection just about like a $400 range. Okay, are we going to be dipping lower? I don't know yet, but once we get to like a 360 to 388, we're going to take a look at Litecoin and see what type of you know, potential move we could anticipate afterward, right? Remember, Litecoin macro scale, we're still looking for like a, you know, over $2,000 Litecoin. So I think like $400 could just be the start, okay, of the macro bull trend. All right guys, thanks a lot for watching.